Now, it's been a big week for the royal household, from Meghan Markle relaunching her Instagram brand, the Princess of Wales trying her hand at Photoshop, and Prince Harry and Prince William separately praising Diana's legacy for the charity's 25th anniversary. It's been a busy week.
It sure has. So who better to unpick all the latest than the royal commentator and friend of mine, Jennie Bond. How are you? Lovely?
Very well, thank you, Pete. Yeah, you're looking good, both of you.
Oh, thank you very much, and you too. So, OK, the feuding brothers, let's talk about this. Harry and William, are they ever going to make up? I mean, it just seems to be 1 minute they seem like they're going to get it back together, then the next minute they're completely separated again. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think this is the clearest illustration that this relationship is going absolutely nowhere. I mean, they couldn't even appear virtually at the same event, the Diana Legacy Awards, and that means a great deal to them. They're both very supportive of that awards, whatever it is, organisation. And they decided, I think it was probably William decided, that he couldn't even appear in the same room with Harry on a screen from California. So William spoke first, and then Harry appeared virtually. What a sad situation, and how desperate their mum would have been. I personally think that she would have found a way some time ago to sort this out, and maybe the rift would never have happened, but I'm sure she would have knocked their heads together and said, come on, boys, you've got to sort this out.
It also seems when our Queen was here, things seemed a lot more sort of together. Seems to be so much separation going on.
Well, they've in tricky waters, it has to be said. These first 3 months have been desperately sad. We have the William and Harry saga, but now they are looking very thin on the ground. I don't think that's a problem in itself with the royal family. I don't buy into this whole idea that the monarchy is in crisis. I think we'll come through this, just as we have over 35 years I've been reporting on this family. There've been many crises, and it will come good, I think. But it is a very changing picture with social media the way it is, and that is an evil place, particularly, I think, when it comes to celebrity and the royals. And I personally feel so sad that Catherine has had to at least be made aware of what is being said about her on social media. And this breaks my heart, because I just think this is a woman in the prime of life who has been cut down, felled in some way that's taken her out of the public gaze for 3 months. And she deserves the time and the space. And she deserves just not to have people speculating about her health, her innards, her body, her mind. It's too much. Yeah,
I mean, I was saying before, you know, there could be a mental health issue going on or a long-term physical health problem. She might not want to talk about. She doesn't have to talk about everything, you know. She's still a human being at the end of the day. And I just feel that everyone's sort of pushing, and she should just be left alone. That's my opinion.
Well, I agree with you absolutely. She is a human being, and that is a very public role she has. She's in a goldfish bowl. I mean, I don't know how any of us would survive the scrutiny that the royal family have to withstand.
Jennie, I wanted to ask you about Meghan Markle's new brand, American Riviera Orchard, and more specifically the timing of that announcement, because it was quite remarkable, wasn't it, really? An hour before the Diana Legacy Awards, this went live on Instagram. Do you think this was a coincidence, or do you think that was calculated from Meghan and Team Meghan?
But, you know, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I refuse to be put in that corner. So I think the best of people, if I possibly can. It is slightly strange, but, you know, probably whenever she launched that website, there would have been criticism. There would have been some royal event going on, and people would say, oh, I mean, she wasn't going to try and upstage her own husband, was she? And Harry was taking part in that ceremony as well. So I don't think it was vindictive at all on Meghan's part. And I really wish her well. What a brilliant website it looks. It's exactly what she should be doing. She's great at all that stuff.
See, that's why we love you, Jennie. She's always positive.
Yes.
Never
a bit like you in that way.
Never says a bad thing about anyone. That's why we love you.
Oh, Jennie, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for your company this morning. Thank you very much indeed.